Class 1A, it's your turn. Yes, my name is Caden, and today I'm predicting every single first-round game going down this Friday or Thursday. I guess there's a few Thursday games. Not sure what classes. I haven't looked too close yet. But nevertheless, again, these are not my predictions. These are our rankers' predictions. I'm simply bringing them to you. I've got their rankings right in front of me, their predictions, their reasonings why. And we're going to go through and just hammer these out one by one because we got a lot of games. It's just going to be me talking this week. Next week is when I'll add like little graphics and stuff. There's just too many games across all these classes to really put too much time into it. But I will say later today, we've got Talk IA Week 9 with Nick Fox and I. If you haven't listened to that, we're trying to make that kind of like a show thing, not just us rattling. We're trying to like bring segments into it, make it kind of fun, and really just bring our opinions to the table and talk about every class across the state. So if you want to kind of build your knowledge across all classes, there are tons of great athletes, and we're having a ton of fun following everybody this year. But you're here for Class 1A rankings, and I'm going to bring that to you. We're going to start with the 4th place at the 1st place teams. Ridgeview 4-4 at Emmitsburg 6-2. The Hawkeyes haven't surrendered more than a touchdown in the last 5 games. Beat Ridgeview 27-0 last year. Our rankers got Emmitsburg. These are going to go quick, so be ready. Cascade 2-6 at Grundy Center, who's 8-0. Perhaps the best defense in this class. It's hard to see them losing to a team that only won their past 2 games. Grundy Center is who our ranker is going with. Hudson 5-3 at MFL Marmac 7-1. Hudson has had good moments, but has not competed with top teams. 28-3 loss to Grundy, while Marmac has been competitive, if not dominant, every week. Elite rushing attack with Wyatt Powell and company. Our ranker does go with MFL Marmac. Shenandoah 3-5 at OABCAG, who's 6-2. OABCAG has completely recovered from its dry spell. Not many teams can defend a passing attack like the Falcons. Our ranker is going with the Falcons and OABCAG. Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont at 3-5 at Regina Catholic. The Regals at 7-1. Only one 4-point loss for the Regals, and it recently waxed a hot Wilton team. Arguably the best offense in this class, Gentry Dumont, Jackson Naive. Really, really good quarterback wide receiver duo. Our ranker does go with Regina Catholic. West Central Valley 3-5 at Sigourney Keota. The Cobras 7-1. My personal favorite mascot, the Cobras. It's just so cool. Sigourney has been unstoppable since a week 1 loss. West Central Valley was just picked apart by Woodward Granger. Sigourney Keota is our ranker's pick here. Denver at 5-3 at South Hamilton 7-1. The anti-OABCAG. No one runs like the Hawks, and no one has been able to stop that attack. South Hamilton is our pick here, and this is a good game. Denver is no slouch. They've had a tough schedule, so look for this one to be a grudge match and a battle in the trenches, but our ranker does go with South Hamilton. East County 4-4 at Underwood 7-1. Underwood's the only team that has come close to beating Van Meter and hasn't allowed a point in a month. Underwood, is our pick to win this one. Just a tough draw for East County. Underwood is just an absolute buzzsaw right now. That was all our 4th place at 1st place teams, all chalk there according to our ranker. Moving on to 3rd place at 2nd place. Pocahontas area at 4-4 at Columbus Catholic, who's 6-2. 2 high-quality losses for Columbus and West Branch and Grundy Center. A quarterback like Carter Lockert, who's got 19 touchdowns and 4 picks, can take a team far. Our ranker is going with the home team and the 2-seed Columbus Catholic. AHSTW at 5-3 at Hinton, who's 5-3. I'll take the more balanced, explosive team in AHSTW, says our ranker, who's averaging 3 yards more per carry than Hinton while also having an excellent passing game. So here you are. Our first road team picked, AHSTW, to advance here in Class 1A. Moving on, Dike New Hartford at 5-3 at Manson Northwest Webster, who's 3-5. Yes, we've got a ranked team at an unranked team, 5-3 at 3-5. That's just how district play comes out sometimes. Dike New Hartford has 2 1-point losses. Aside from getting torched by Marmac, the defense has allowed just 8.4 points per game. Even if the offense is that electric, they control games. Dike New Hartford is our ranker's pick back-to-back. Upset picks. I don't know if I'd call that an upset, though. That's just a road pick, I'll say. Ogden 4-4 at Pella Christian, who's 6-2. Pella has not been able to keep up with faster offenses like Sigourney and Grundy Center, but Ogden wasn't able to keep up with Woodward Granger and barely beat a pretty weak Perry team. The 20-19 loss to ACGC shows potential, but that was in week 1. Wouldn't be a complete surprise if they won, but it'll take a turnaround. Our ranker is going with Pella Christian here. South Hardin 4-4 at Sumner Fredericksburg 7-1. Sumner Fredericksburg has been a great. Another one of my favorite defensive units. No team gets in the backfield as much as Sumner with 56 tackles for loss. Too many playmakers that South Hardin can't stop. Our ranker is going with Sumner Fredericksburg. West Sioux 4-4 at Trainer, who's 7-1. A 49-0 loss to Underwood is definitely eye-popping, but Trainer's done nothing but impress outside of that. Quarterback Ben Casey makes it all work. 20 touchdowns, 7 picks, and has a top-notch wide receiver in Carson Elwood, who's caught 9 of those 20 touchdowns and has 600 yards receiving. Our rankers going with the Cardinals. Pleasantville 5-3 at West Branch, who's 5-3 as well. The only team to beat Regina Catholic this year was against a team that lost 3 in a row. Although the Trojans were one of the only teams that slowed down Sigourney Kyoto, I have to go with the dual threat ability and Brennan Dale with 9 rushing touchdowns and 7 passing touchdowns. Our ranker is picking West Branch at home at the Little Rose Bowl. I might be here. I don't know. I seriously have not picked where I want to go yet. I'm between many different things. I have not filmed a 1A game yet, and I really want to see West Branch and the Little Rose Bowl. I've never been there, and I will be in Iowa City this weekend. So I don't know. West Branch fans, if you're watching this, send me a message on Instagram or Facebook or something and let me know you want me there, and I think that might persuade me enough. Moving on, though. Wilton, who's 7-1 at Woodward Granger, who's 4-4. 7-1 at 4-4 again. Sometimes these districts just don't match up like you think. Woodward has had some really explosive performances, but it's a surprise to see them hosting a team that only lost last week. Woodward has one of the most explosive offenses, but a 50-0 loss to South Hamilton puts some of that into question. Wilton fell to 35-0 to Regina Catholic. It's really a toss-up. Our ranker is going to go with the Beavers, who took down West Branch, the highest quality win of these two teams. Again, Wilton was 7-0 until they ran into Regina Catholic last week, so they're going to need to bounce back quick if they want to keep their title hopes alive. That was it. Class 1A, we did a great job. Our ranker was short and to the point, which I love. We hammered that out in 7 minutes. So, again, be sure to tune in to Talk IA later today. That's going to be releasing. That'll be with Nick and I. If you haven't watched that before, I recommend it. And next week, again, like I said, we're going to drop more content and kind of go more in depth with those games as the games kind of lessen. But nevertheless, leave a comment whether you agree, disagree. We love seeing you guys leave your opinions. It shows us you're watching, shows us you care. And we apologize if we didn't pick your team. We're just trying to do something different here at IA Football, provide some entertainment for you guys as we wait for the postseason action. So nevertheless, 1A fans, if your team makes it to next week, I will see you there for those rankings or those predictions. Sorry.